Hey there, good morning fellow wedge shavers. Brian here at the Wedge Shave Experience. Thanks for tuning in today. Today we have a shave for you brought to you by Catie's Bubbles. This is Irish coffee. I'm going to be matching it with the matching splash. And I'm going to go back to the Parker Injector razor here today. And let's see, I've got it lathered up. I got my Moon Soaps Kent Designs synthetic brush. So this set was actually gifted to me. If you ever saw my unboxing video of my Box O'Plenty from Ken, Shave 326, he gifted this set to me a while ago, and I thought what better time to break it out than around this time of year. So I know I'm a day early on St. Patty's Day, but if you saw my unboxing from last night, I did get PAA's Irish Springs as well as the tricolor. So I'm gonna be using Irish Springs tomorrow, so I thought I'd use the Irish coffee today. Kind of have a little fun this week. Lathered up in the bowl. Catie's Bubbles just lathers fantastically. It is a non-tallow based soap. Oh, and by the way, my new Lancaster Razor Works Mocha towel. We're all themed up here. Everything, the brush is wood, brown and wood. So I got a fantastic shave out of the Parker yesterday. I hadn't used it in like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. And I forgot how well it shaved. And while it's not necessarily my favorite razor in terms of it's got the plastic on it, it's a little light, but it is an inexpensive razor. I think it's $32 or $34 on Super Safety razors. And it is adjustable. So anyways, I got a really smooth, efficient shave yesterday. And in fact, my growth today, it seems a little bit less than normal. So anyways, let's wet the face and get to the shave. I don't know if it was a combo of everything yesterday in terms of the razor and the soap and everything else. I did face lather yesterday, so if you didn't watch yesterday's video and you want to see me face lather, give it a look. And by the way, we are at, before I forget, 285 subscribers, so we're 15 away from the 300 giveaway. I might repost the giveaway, kind of spur some of that along. We have come a long way. I think we're at 259 when I posted that just a week and a half ago maybe. And so we picked up a lot of new subscribers lately, so thank you to the new subscribers and thank you to those who have been around a while and supported the channel. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so and hit the subscribe button below and like the video. That always helps as well. So anyways, where was I? I got a really good shave out of the Parker. Is that what I was talking about? Anyways, oh yeah, I face lathered yesterday because Mohammed had reached out to me on the Boomer on the grooming department and suggested I try it. So I did, and I did get a much better lather, although I was still probably way underhydrated and didn't know what I was doing. All right, so I do got to give a shout out this morning to my Oregon State Beavers. They are the Pac-12 tournament champions. They won that on Saturday night. So that was a big surprise, I think, to everybody, because I think they were picked to finish last in the Pac-12 this year. So they are going to the tournament. They got a 12 seed, and they play the number 5 Tennessee seed. So I see a 5-12 upset coming down the pike. They had a great second half of the season. They won out on the Pac-12 tournament. So overall, I think they got a chance. So the 5-12 is always a huge upset matchup. Historically, it's, I think probably the most number of upsets have happened in the 5-12 seed, if I'm not mistaken, in the tournament. So fingers crossed. And Tennessee is only like 18-12. So I mean, I'm not really sure, you know, how their season went with COVID and everything, but it doesn't really seem like that great of a record. In fact, in normal years, 18 wins probably wouldn't have gotten you into the tournament unless you won your conference tournament. So, but this is a weird COVID year, so I think you could have been a national championship in football only playing, Alabama could probably only have played 4 games all year and still won the national championship. So anyways, basketball has not been our forte since the Ralph Miller days and the Gary Payton days and the AC Green days. Yes, Gary Payton and AC Green went to Oregon State University. So a long time ago, we used to be good. And we've had some decent years. We actually went to the tournament a few years ago when Gary Payton Jr. or GP2 actually went to Oregon State. And we went back to the tournament for the first time in like, I don't know, 25 years or something. So anyways, excited for the Beavs. I don't know about you guys, but I have found that I am much less into following sports now since COVID hit. I used to watch a lot of sports and be pretty into what was going on, although I wasn't like a fanatic. But then, you know, kids come along and time becomes becomes a precious commodity, and it's not easy to sit for 5 hours on a Sunday or 6 hours or 8 hours and watch football. And my mister is gone again. Kids, all right. I'll wet my face. So anyways, and then now I think my interest has dropped off even further since COVID started. I mean, hockey's going on. I didn't even know that. You know, I haven't really even followed basketball. I barely followed the Beavers. I watched very little football this last year, although I did play fantasy football. So that's probably the only thing that kept me into really paying attention to football is the fantasy football. But I don't know. Anyways, but my son said something to me that almost brought a tear to my eye. So he's 4. So it hasn't been easy to watch sports because we really only have one TV in the house. And the kids don't want to watch sports. And my wife is not a sports fan at all. So she doesn't really want to sit there while I watch sports either. So anyways, but on Sunday, I was sitting on the couch in the morning with my son. I was drinking my coffee and he usually watches cartoons. And I said, what do you want to watch? He said, can we watch football? And I was like, what? You want to watch football? He said, yeah, I want to watch football. I'm like, oh, buddy, there's no football on right now. It's not football season. He's like, well, I want to watch football. Almost brought a tear to my eye. So hopefully he'll be a sports fan and we'll be able to watch some sports together, football together. I did that with my dad and my grandpa, and that was always a bonding experience for us. So anyways, that was kind of cool. All right, so let's get to shaving. This is probably a 3rd or 4th year use Schick blade in here. I think this blade has been sitting in this razor since the last time I used it a couple months ago. I used it yesterday and I didn't change the blade again today, but it seems to be cutting just fine. I probably didn't use it more than 1 or 2 times the last time I used this. So anyways, and the Irish coffee, so this is not a Bailey's Irish coffee, it's just Irish coffee or coffee with Irish whiskey in it. So it's a pretty straightforward scent. And I got that Catie's Bubbles not too long ago. I had the LMR and the Spanish Holiday. But this was actually sent to me before I received that stuff, but I hadn't used it yet. So I thought, again, what better time to use it than right around St. Patty's Day. And I do really enjoy Catie's Bubbles. I think it's an excellent soap and it's a fantastic price point. It's $14. And the other thing that's cool about Catie's Bubbles, if you go to their website, you can get 2-ounce pours and you can pay less. So if you're somebody who wants a bunch of scents but doesn't want to pay the extra, I don't know if it's exactly half. I can't remember how much the 2-ounce pours are, but you can get a 4-ounce pour or a 2-ounce pour. So I think that's really cool that you can do that. I don't know if you can do that with every scent, but a lot of the scents on Catie's Bubbles websites, you can get a 2-ounce pour on the soap. So you could try a lot more. for a lower cost. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, this is a non-tallow based soap formula. Plenty slick, plenty dense. So this does smell, like I said, straight up Irish coffee. I am typically not a gourmand scent kind of person, and I'll be honest with you, while this smells nice, it's probably not something I would have purchased. So fortunately, like I said, this was gifted to me by Ken, so I'm kind of using it for the theme. And but I'm not sure it's a scent that I would typically wear or go out and buy on my own. Like I thought it would be really cool to have the PAA Bailey's, I can't remember what it's called, Bailey's Irish or Bailey's something, with CDB's face on it. I thought it'd be cool to have it, but I thought, how practical is that for me? Because it's not something I would use very often, so I didn't get it. But I do think it's cool to be able to have this around St. Patty's Day. I love my coffee. And I love the smell of fresh brewed coffee. I just don't know that typically I want to smell like that all day long. Now, I don't know how long the splash scent will last. So that remains to be seen. And this brush, by the way, was also gifted to me generously by Shave 326 Ken when he sent me that big box of goodies. So got two gifted items in this shave. But this is a great little knot, great little synthetic. It's a beautiful, beautiful brush. And I ended up getting 3 Lancaster towels, if you saw my unboxing video. I missed out on the hat. I really wanted the trucker hat with the mesh in the back that was either black or gray. I think you only had one of each. I had it in my cart and I got hung up trying to pay with PayPal, and I had to sign in, and then as I was signing in and I went back, boom, it was gone. So, so Andre, if you're listening, hopefully next drop you'll make more hats like that, because I would love to snag one. They had the one left that was solid in the back, and they had some beanies, but I don't really wear beanies that much. And I don't know, I like the look of the mesh a lot better, a lot more than I like the look of the solid backed hat. So this razor is just, I have it on the setting 4, so it's not, I mean, I honestly can't really tell a whole lot of difference in terms of face feel between the different settings. But overall, I'm happy with this razor, actually. It's been sitting in there, and like I said, I almost sold it. In fact, I had it listed for sale and I didn't have a lot of bites, so well, I didn't have any bites, otherwise I would have sold it. I just took it down and thought, well, I'll hold on to it because it wasn't that expensive. And actually, now that I break it back out, I'm happy I did. So we got a orientation for my daughter, her school today. So she's in kindergarten, and she's actually going back into the classroom. So our spring break is next week here. And so she's going back into the classroom that week, 2 days a week. So she's been totally online for kindergarten this whole year. It's nuts. And we were actually going to keep her online because their same teacher is supposed to be online. And anyways, long story short, we ended up opting into the in-person because her teacher wasn't going to be online after all and be her same teacher. So, and my daughter thrives more on consistency. But so now we have an orientation at 11 at her new school. So that'll be interesting. I think she's a little bit afraid. We talked to her about it. Told her, oh, we're going to your new school. She, oh, am I going to school already? So anyways, I think she went to preschool for 3 years. So I think she'll be fine at the end of the day. All right, let's rinse the face and right. A little warm water, then nice cold water. The water's still pretty cold here, although we've had some sunny days lately, which has been nice, but still gets cold at night. All right, let's check out the splash. A little Irish coffee. Oh, we still got the electrical tape on there. Let's get that off. I always ship my stuff with electrical tape as well, just in case. All right. So I think this set had only been used, looks like maybe one time before Ken sent it, so. All right, let's give it a little. My wife's going, what do you smell like? That's what she's gonna say. It smells a little different than the soap. I get a little less, actually I get a little less coffee out of it. I mean, it smells pretty good. So maybe I won't be quite as coffee forward as I thought. All right, let me rinse my hands off. All right, there you have it, folks. So again, we're close to 300, so we're at 285. So if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so below. If you haven't entered, go back and watch the 300 subscriber giveaway video. It'll tell you in there how to enter. You gotta enter on that video because that's the video I'll be pulling the comments from when we hit 300. So then once we hit 300, I will do a shave within a couple of days, few days of doing that. So you gotta kind of watch. That's my incentive to keep you watching. And I will randomly announce it during a video in the following few days. So there you have it. Good shave, Irish coffee, Parker adjustable worked just fine. And we still got plenty of lather. I mean, I didn't even put a whole lot of soap in here. This soap really, really lathers well. I mean, that's the beauty of the soap. Not only is it a good value at $14 for 4 ounces, but you don't need a ton of soap to get a large amount of lather. So I think from that standpoint, I feel like the soap would last you longer than some of the softer soaps. It's soft enough to press in my bowl, but I do have to work a little harder to get it all emulsified into a lather than I do with some of the softer, newer soaps that are out there. But it works just fine, lather's great, and I really enjoy it. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you soon on the channel.